Hello and welcome to a special edition of a live draft stream. My name is Adam Levitan of Established the Run. I am joined by the machine himself, Michael Leone of Established the Run. I am joined by the man who mows his own grass, Evan Silva of Established the Run. Tonight, we are doing a $1,900 buy-in draft. We got a late start here, but we are on the clock already. We had the number 3 pick in this. I want to note this is tight end premium, and so not surprising, Travis Kelce goes second overall, 1.5 points. Our board says to take Dalvin Cook. Evan, do you have a problem taking Dalvin? CMC went first.
I was just kind of hoping for Travis Kelce because dealing with this tight end cliff, like around tight end 14, is just maddening. I mean, I did a main event last Friday, and I mean, once you start to near that cliff, and if you don't have one of the high tight ends, I mean, it can get real dangerous to the point where you're staring at like Jared Cook or Adam Troutman or Gronk as your tight end one or Jared.
I don't want to cut you off, Evan, but you're okay with the Dalvin pick.
Yeah, we're taking Dalvin.
Okay, good. Good. Okay, I feel okay with it. Obviously, as Evan was alluding to, premium tight end in this specific format, 1.5 points per reception for tight end makes a huge difference. We'll get into all that in a second here, but Leone, how's it going this evening? I'm excited to draft with you, buddy. How are you?
Good. I got my McNutt landscaping hat. A lot of wear and tear.
How much did they pay you to put that on there?
Undisclosed amount. Yeah, I was kind of hoping for Kelce too. I feel like in these leagues, I don't know, tight ends. The tight end premium sometimes pushes up the bad tight ends in the middle round, so you're almost better off getting a really good one early where it's like breaking even. But
and then hey, when people start taking tight ends, then there's this effect that pushes the shitty tight ends up the board too, and that benefits you if you have one of the good tight ends.
Yeah. Okay. Can you bring the draft board up, Leone, or can we just look at this Q screen here? Do you know?
I can bring the draft board up.
Yeah. So again, this is an FFPC main event draft, and what that means is you play against your own league. If you advance out of your own league, you make it to the big tournament. And the way you make it to the big tournament, I believe you have to finish in the top 2 or win points in your league. Then you start to advance to where the big payouts are, $500K to first place in the big tournament. But for winning your own league, you do get $5K. Leone, do you want to tell the people a little bit more about how the payout structure works in this FFPC main stuff?
Yeah. So there's like a league regular season weeks 1 through 12. And if you win that either head to head or most points in that weeks 1 through 12, you get $2,000 for each of those. And then you're also guaranteed to make the overall playoffs, which is weeks 15 through 17. But in addition to the first and second seed, the third and fourth place teams in the regular season for the league make a league playoffs, which is weeks 13 to 14, where you get additional prizes. You can win $4K if you win the league playoffs for first, $1,500 for second, $500 for third. And if you win the league playoff, you make the overall playoff round as well. So if you aren't one of those top 2 seeds where you're guaranteed the playoff round, you still got an in into the overall playoffs. But then once you hit the overall playoffs, super top heavy, $500K to first, $100K to second, and drops all the way down to $35K for third.
I see some people in the chat already making fun of my bookshelf. I'll have you know that on Thursday, a professional is coming to my house to examine my office. Anyways, Leone has dropped himself off the stream. He's back.
It's like a weird glare on my on me, and I don't know what it is.
In these FFPC formats, they are kind of boomerish in that there is a ton of running back weight at the top. It's only half PPR, but in terms of roster construction, a lot of people in these type of leagues like to go running back hard. Obviously, if you're playing on different sites like Underdog or wherever else, you're going to see really wide receiver heavy formats. In DraftKings, Best Ball, I've just been absolutely hammering wide receivers to no end, full PPR with the bonuses, and you can start 4 wide receivers. But in this, Evan, people tend to take running backs a ton.
Do we get this on delay?
Yes, this is on a 1-minute delay.
Okay, 1 minute delay. Okay.
Yep.
But what we're seeing is live. So.
What we're seeing is live. What the people are seeing is on a 1-minute delay. Yep.
Let's start to build a queue.
Yeah, we don't want to be too early. I mean, do you think people are watching? I don't know who are these boomers.
Oh yeah,
they're always watching.
The thing is, we don't want to get lure someone into sniping us by building a queue and then allowing people that are watching to know who we want.
Exactly.
You know.
Exactly. But we should start talking about it. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. I doubt
Okay,
these
here,
boomers. I doubt these boomers know how to use the internet, anyways.
I mean, I'm struggling over here with everything right now, so I can't really make fun of the boomers too much.
Yeah, this is gonna be a 3-man manage. We're all gonna make decisions together. Leone's gonna be handling the waiver sticks. He's already volunteered to be a peak virgin and run the waivers, and so we're all
Leone
gonna
loves the waiver wire. Like, you would not believe.
I'm drinking some canned wine because I really needed some alcohol to deal with these two for
Leone,
for 2 hours.
Can we go back to the draft board for God's
Yeah,
sake?
yeah. I'm just a mess right now. Yeah, we're back. We're back here. So we're trying to win the overall prize, like Adam said. So, I mean, unless a running back we really like slips, we probably go receiver heavy. Or we're definitely going receiver heavy after getting Dalvin. Even if we had taken Kelsey, then maybe we'd think about running back. I think we're probably taking receiver, building really receiver heavy, hoping Dalvin Cook smashes, and then maybe get lucky with the RB2 spot later.
Yeah.
And we got to stay cognizant at all times of the tight end waterfall. So I mean, I think it's going to be too early though for Pitts, right? I mean,
that's what I was going to ask.
Yeah.
I mean, 3-3 for Pitts, I think, is too early, but
Yeah, we have Pitts in our tight end premium rankings 35th overall, and this is only going to be what 22nd. I think it's way too early for Pitts.
Yeah.
I think that there goes Hopkins. Somebody's probably going to take Mixon before it gets back to us, but right, we have Mixon, AJ Brown, DK Metcalf, Justin Jefferson would be my favorite picks. Did Antonio Gibson go yet? Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, so I'm going to bring up the draft room here. It's a little bit easier. Like Chubb, the guy we've been kind of dogging, is the guy that like we kind of hope goes. He's going to drop to us.
Yeah.
Mixon's there, who we like. So Chubb goes. I think we should, go receiver.
Yes.
Like just structurally, even though we like Mixon quite a bit, I think it's like probably Metcalf or AJ Brown for me. I might just side with ADP and go Metcalf and see if we can get Brown coming back. I know CeeDee Lamb's in that conversation.
Yeah. For me, it's Metcalf as well. We do have AJ Brown slightly ahead in our rankings, but I think with whatever knee concerns you have on AJ Brown and the chance that Seattle actually revs it up this year and lets Russ cook, it would be DK Metcalf for me. What do you think, Evan, between AJ Brown and DK Metcalf?
I think we're taking Metcalf, and then dream scenario, we get Jefferson or AJ Brown on the way back, and I'd be fine with Keenan Allen or CeeDee Lamb also on the way back. So I think that this is almost certainly how we have to go.
All right, DK Metcalf.
Yeah, popping in the PSM. For those guys that don't know, I mean, DK Metcalf just going to break the PSM.
All right, there goes Chubb. That's good for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
So coming back for me would be Mixon, Justin Jefferson, AJ Brown.
Mixon goes.
There goes Mixon.
Come on, give me Jefferson or AJB. Let's go.
If not, what do you think of Keenan, Allen Robinson, CeeDee Lamb, Terry McLaurin?
I'm really torn between Keenan and CeeDee Lamb. Our PPR stuff loves Keenan so much.
We had this exact same debate in the draft that I did on Friday. Went with Keenan. Afterwards, I kind of regretted it.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of regretted it. Yeah.
In the age model, it's pretty.
There
goes CeeDee Lamb ahead of Justin Jefferson. CeeDee Lamb's stock is on the rise. Man.
No, we could get Jefferson. Come on.
We're not going to get him because this guy doesn't even have a wide receiver yet. Yeah.
Shit. All right. Well,
yeah,
I think it's Keenan.
It's Keenan or Terry McLaurin for me.
It's Keenan for me.
Keenan, 97 catches or more in 4 straight years. Justin Herbert lighting the league on fire with acne. I was gonna not drink tonight. I'm gonna go get some.
Yeah, get something to drink, dude. I'm drinking. Come on.
Drinking. I got somebody brought me some like Colorado beer. I don't know what it is, but.
So I feel like it's a slight disappointment because it's a less exciting name than the other receivers. I mean, we saw AJ Brown, CeeDee Lamb, and Jefferson go 3 of the 4 picks before us, which are much more exciting younger players. But in full PPR, man, I feel like we have a somewhat conservative projection on Keenan, and he's still in our ranks is right up there with these guys. I mean, he could be 28+% target share guy. They could throw a little bit more than last year. It's I mean, I think that's the right pick over McLaurin.
Yeah, it's just Keenan's ADOT is just not going to be where the rest of these guys are. I don't think he needs to catch like 110 balls, I think, to match. And maybe CDs won't be either, but there's also age model stuff.
CD definitely has more big play potential.
Yeah. And I think you're on my team, Leone, with being a little bit worried that Herbert, not that it was a fluke, but, there's some chance that Herbert is going to regress.
Yeah, I think so too, which is why I would have taken the younger guys ahead of Keenan. But I know Terry's a younger guy too. McLaurin's really good. It's just I'm not sure the overall team pass volume. I don't know. McLaurin's really good. I guess that's probably closer than I thought, but that was sort of the break-even point for me, where Keenan is the guy I take when Metcalf, Brown, Lamb, and Jefferson are gone.
Yeah. I still like McLaurin, though, man. I took McLaurin. I'm doing a $555 slow draft on DK best ball right now, and I took McLaurin in the third. Happily, I was at 1.05, and so in this spot where this guy took J.K. Dobbins, I took. That's a good comment from Paul.
All right, we get Dobbins and Montgomery. That's good. We want those RBs to go.
Yep.
Yeah, agree with Nick Bird about the Kyle Pitts thing. I do like Kyle Pitts a lot, but I prefer him definitely in the 4/5. Yeah,
what does PSM stand for?
Yeah, it's one of our proprietary models here at ETR, penis size model. And so it's a single input model. In other words, there's just one metric that goes into it, and that's strictly penis size. And DK Metcalf is just breaking the model right now. Chase Claypool also popping there as well.
So I get a lot of this rookie TEs suck, 99% suck. Jimmy Jack says. I think with Kyle Pitts, it's a little bit, of an outlier between how early he was drafted, what type of prospect he was, and just the absolute nut landing spot. So I do think it was too early for us to
straight line to opportunity. The straight line to massive opportunity. The only other guy in the offense that can run a downfield route is Calvin Ridley. Julio getting out of there was just like opening the floodgates for Kyle Pitts. Yeah. I could understand being anti-Kyle Pitts, a little bit, or on the Bear side a little bit with Kyle Pitts if they had hung on to Julio. We're past that.
Yeah, and in this format, I think Patrick Mahomes, in the third round in any format, I think it's too early for Patrick Mahomes, but particularly in this one, I think without the 300-yard bonus, et cetera, Leone, what do you think about taking a quarterback that high?
Yeah, I think there's just too much opportunity cost. And one of the things I'm trying to do this year is really load up on my skill player positions, understanding that I can take some swings on upside in the double-digit rounds with Burrow, with Jalen Hurts, with Lance, with Fields. And I just rather do that. Once you get out of round 5, it's a different story. The opportunity cost is a little bit less when you start getting out of round 5 into round 6. But it feels like in a one-quarterback league, which is managed, these quarterbacks go as earlier than in best ball, where the scarcity is higher in best ball because everybody needs 2 to 3 quarterbacks. So it doesn't really, track with me. And I think we see that because the other quarterbacks really tend to fall. Because if you're taking Mahomes in the third, you're not taking a second quarterback. So these teams that get there's 8 quarterbacks, they get them early, but they don't take a second. So you can really wait out the room and get 1 to 2 quarterbacks late that are pretty solid.
There goes Darrell Henderson. Did you see the report that he fell on his wrist or hand and had to leave practice?
I saw that. Yeah.
And hopefully he's fine, but
yeah. And his ADP is screaming up as well. Yeah. You could get him in the 5th in the 6th right after Cam Akers' injury. Now you see him going in the 3rd, in the 4th. I think in home leagues he might go a little later, but yeah, certainly stock rising on Darrell Henderson. I think with good comment, with good reason.
Yeah, and Ross Caster makes a good point that we've set ourselves up for some nice wide receiver quarterback stacks here with DK Metcalf and Russell Wilson and Keenan Allen, Justin Herbert, who are both kind of in that second tier, but can score like first tier quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just going to say that I like the secondary receivers on both these teams too. I like Big Mike Williams. I like Josh Palmer, and I like Tyler Lockett. I think they're all,
Yeah.
And those are quarterbacks.
Gerald Everett late, I think. And also Dwayne Eskridge super late would fuel our stacks. But go ahead, sorry, man.
No, I was going to say those are quarterbacks too that go a little bit later too, where the cost would be more tolerable. I'd still probably wait until 7-8, that 7-8 turn. I'd really wait it out. Like, I don't even think I'd take Russ at 5-6 unless we were really, in a pinch.
Also, if we wanted to use the PSM more, Donald Parham would be a part of the Justin Herbert staff.
I feel like he is the ideal like tight end 3. If we can get two, like, and maybe somebody we could get in like the 18th round or maybe 17th after we've secured 2 good ones, and then we're just done drafting tight ends. I would be fine leaving with 3 and having Parham be our tight end 3.
Yeah, I know you took 4 the other day, Evan. I think.
Well, that was because the wide receivers that were remaining were absolute trash. And we saw a guy like Austin Hooper available like super, super late. I would rather have him than some fourth receiver. And you can use 2 tight ends in the flex.
Leone, has Amari Cooper gone yet? This is really late for Amari Cooper, isn't it?
It's pretty late for him. He has not gone yet. These are the wide receivers available. I think we're going to be in pretty good shape here, unless we just get a massive, massive run right now, which is possible just based on who's available.
So for me, it would be Amari Cooper, Tyler Lockett, DJ Moore.
What about Mark Andrews?
I think Andrews is in the conversation where we won't have to just deal with the shitty tight ends later, like just get our tight end. The target upside for him starting to become pretty monstrous in the early part of the season with all the injuries that they have. Obviously, we'd rather have that be at the end of the season than early in the season, but that's still a good thing, and I think the efficiency could be there all year. So he's got to be close. Like, he's definitely in the mix. It kind of just depends how good how many receivers go.
And there goes Godwin and Amari, so they're already chipping away at it.
It would be DJ Moore or Jamar Chase for me. Oh, and Tyler Lockett too, for sure.
Yeah.
Deontay Johnson goes.
Okay. So we could get Andrews or Lockett.
Yeah, I like Lockett, DJ Moore. I like I like Chase a lot.
Yeah, or Andrews.
For this turn, for the first one, I think I'd go Lockett or DJ Moore. I think are the top 2 for me. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah. I think for stacking purposes, Lockett makes a lot of sense, but then we're tied to Russ, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, there goes Tyler Lockett.
Lockett goes. I think it's DJ Moore. Evan, any objections to that?
I think I would rather have Andrews, but I don't know. What do you think, Adam?
Go back to the board. Somebody took Kelsey, so we're not going to have to worry about him. It's just really one team, a threat to take Mark Andrews.
True.
Yeah, I had a lot of Mark Andrews last year and get burned. I'm a little worried, but I don't know.
Well, that's no way to have it.
Adam, you have to break the tie. I don't know. It's not going to cut it right about now.
I mean, you guys just don't like him because you had a bunch of them last year. You overdrafted.
I would take them. I just prefer, I think we could.
You guys overdrafted him last year. Just admit it. Now you value, and now you're
15
scared.
Seconds.
Okay.
Adam, 15 seconds.
I'll go
Mark Andrews.
Mark Andrews.
Okay, Mark Andrews. Okay.
Because I think this Jamar Chase nonsense, and by the way, I don't know if it's nonsense, but I'm really not worried about it. And I think because of that, he could get back to us. People are paying attention. Jamar Chase.
Yeah.
Jamar Chase has gotten a lot of bad press in training camp.
I think I'm for sure. The question was kind of like if we went receiver, because we could have gone, Moore and Chase.
I got you. Yeah,
And
now you see Higgins going ahead of Jamar Chase because of these rumors, speculation, and I bet it's founded, but it doesn't mean Jamar Chase is going to have a bad year. Like, it's August 23rd.
So this is where the room will make a big difference.
Pick it up, though. I mean, there have been reports that he isn't separating either. I mean, he's not separating and he's not dropping. I mean, he hasn't played in so long. He's so young. Like, it's a lot of pressure on that dude. But I think he's going to be fine, and I wouldn't mind taking him at all here at 503.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got to hope at the long wait for us until the 6-7 turn. We're kind of hoping, maybe we would go Russ, But really, I think we're hoping people go running back heavy, and we can get some of the wide receivers we still like, because ideally we get up to like 6 receivers we feel really good about to start.
Yeah, so for me here, it's Chase, Adam Thielen. Has Julio gone yet?
No, Julio's there. Julio's definitely in play as well.
So it would be Chase, Thielen, Julio. Yeah. And that would be one of those for me.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. See, man, there's. I mean, look at that wide receiver board. It starts to get like thin, like right around here.
Yeah. It
starts to get, to these guys like not a ton of reliability all of a sudden,
Like Ayuk going ahead of Chase is crazy to me.
When you really start to get into these drafts and you're doing it, like you know that the wide receiver is not that deep.
All right. Well, we're taking wide receiver here for sure, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm on Team Chase. Just I think the upside is huge. Obviously, Julio and Thielen are pretty safe as well. I think Ayuk's being overdrafted here.
Yeah. It's no question Chase for me, and we're getting a nice discount here based on the news because T. Higgins already went. I mean,
okay, I'm gonna pull the trigger on Chase.
Cool. And now we're open to a Burrow stack too.
Yeah, because we might at the 6-7 turn. Like Boyd's a guy I've been getting a lot if he lasts.
Oh, dude, I think Boyd might lead him in catches. I mean, I think he'd catch 100 this year.
I like Boyd too. You can get, by the way, I didn't take it, so I didn't put it in the article, but you can get 80-1, I think, on Boyd to lead the NFL in catches.
I like it.
Shout out to Amico. I think he brought that one up in our chat.
But did he bring up the Carson Wentz Week 1 starter to you?
Dude. Amico ripped off a plus 750 on Carson Wentz to start Week 1 somehow. I don't know who had it. It's such a joke that line was even up, but he didn't tell me, and I am livid. We got a good prop today, though. If anybody was paying attention today, tweet it out and put it in the Discord. I mean, under on the Perriman, 750.5, I think is going to end up being really good. So that might still be out there for anybody who wants it.
I think it was Kyle Daly, who's in our HR Analytics Slack, pointed out Swift in round 4, I think, is a really good pick, especially if you didn't go running back the first 3 rounds. I think you make a gamble that Swift is just as good as the second round running backs, and you get them in round 4, and you're beating people at receiver. So I thought Swift in round 4 was a really strong pick, especially in full PPR.
Casey asked, can I click this? Oh, I can. Why did Jerry Jeudy not make that bucket? Yeah, I absolutely love Jerry Jeudy this year. I think Jerry Jeudy's going to have an awesome year. I just think it's a little too early. I think he might even make it back to us, to be honest, but we'll see.
Yeah, I think it's just a little too – he's just a little bit out of the range.
That's the teardrop off Evan's talking about.
Right.
Like, you start to get on some guys that are really good breakout candidates like Ayuk and Jeudy, and I like them a lot, but in terms of the production you're drafting – it's a little riskier. I mean, we say that as we took Chase, but I feel pretty good Chase is going to be like very, very involved in a high pass volume offense. Whereas, Judy's got some more suspect quarterback play and has like the same type of target competition as Chase with worse quarterback play and less team passing volume. The way the teams run are just going to be totally different.
Yeah. How many rounds are these, Leone?
These are 20 rounds.
Oh, Daddy, we're going to be here a while.
the color drains from Adam's face. He's not having any sex tonight.
Oh, my God. I'm missing – it's 5:30 here in Colorado. I'm missing dinner. I'm missing bath time for the kids. I'm missing putting them to bed. It's definitely team no sex for sure. I mean, it's a lot. Start to see a lot of wide receivers go in this range.
Yeah, that's the front of the draft is so good because of what happens here, this dip. I mean, obviously you can't control it, or if you're in NFFC drafts, the 3-round reversal, it's the opposite. You catch the 5th round on the other side, which is nice, but you definitely see this drop off. And that's where you can start to consider, I think, the elite quarterback. The quarterbacks haven't gone as early as I've seen them go in some of these drafts. And I think we want quarterbacks and tight ends to start to go, really, would be our ideal scenario, and still get some of the receivers that we most prefer.
You can start up to 4 wide receivers in this format, correct?
You can start up to 4. There's 2 flexes and 2 wide receivers, though. So you don't crush people in wide receiver 3 as much as you can in the start 3 wide receiver leagues. Like those teams that are weak at receiver can get away with being heavier running back. But because of that, teams in the FFPC sometimes do draft, 2 running back heavy, which I think happens a lot in home leagues as well. Like people might draft 2 running back heavy. So we're in good shape with just the anchor and Dalvin Cook, and then we'll worry about RB2 later. We'll have some plug and play guys that catch the ball. We'll have some pure upside handcuffs. We're going to be fine.
Yeah, you see the hype on Jerry Jeudy building. I mean, Jerry Jeudy was like a 7th or 8th round pick not very long ago. Here he goes in the 5th. I mean, hype is building on Jerry Jeudy for sure. Same with Javonte Williams, clearly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like what Team 11 did with Aaron Jones, but my God, I mean, I like Calvin Ridley, but Mahomes and Josh Jacobs are 2 picks that I would not have made.
Yeah, in an overall contest, I think you hurt your ceiling with because like with Mahomes, even though he has a massive ceiling, given where he's going, it's almost like you're taking him for floor, right? Like you're taking the safety of those quarterback points. It's really going to limit your chance of building like an absolute monster roster. Jacobs is like a fine running back point. He's going to churn out 12 to 14 points a week, but he's not going to win you any leagues. And the wide receivers here still have a much higher ceiling than like Josh Jacobs.
I'm shocked at how early Lamar went. That dude was crushing his draft to start at 1. McCaffrey, A.J. Brown, CeeDee Lamb, DJ Moore.
Yeah, he could have gone Chase like we did, or Julio or Thielen. I would have just kept the pedal on the metal with receiver, quite frankly, if I was.
Yeah, and he didn't even attach him to any other. I mean, he didn't get he didn't have Mark Andrews. I mean, that's surprising.
You got to scroll down, Leone. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I also say that I know you guys think that Dak is in the tier. I think this is a tier cutoff at quarterback. I would not include Dak in this tier. I think it's these 4 right here. Evan's drinking a Sam Adams, it looks like. Myles Gaskin, the much controversial Myles
Mike
Gaskin.
Davis, Gaskin. Yeah, the Team 11 is really putting together a little bit of a boomer draft.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah, rough. That's rough. That is rough. And he started so well, man. Those first 2 picks are awesome.
So we're going to have, some options at receiver here at 6-7. We're going to have to talk through the Russ thing. I kind of like in an overall contest trying to more get lucky with an upside quarterback later, but we'll kind of see what comes to us. But
I would note that Team 1, when it comes to us, already has Lamar Jackson, and we also have backup in Herbert, and we also have backup in Burrow, if we want to go that route.
Yeah.
We don't
have not go reaching for any quarterback right now. We can let it come to us.
Yeah, the stacking's obviously beneficial. I mean, I have my article on site you can check out from last year, like digging into that. And in overall contest, we want the correlation, we want the upside, but if you can get a rushing quarterback that's going to kind of like break the game late, like it's kind of okay if it's not stacked, Like if we got Lance, we got Fields, like it wouldn't be the end of the world to have those guys unstacked.
Let me read off some wide receiver names to you, Leone. Tell me if they're still available. Deontay Johnson.
He's gone. He went very early.
Okay.
Really early.
Tyler Boyd.
Yes.
Still there.
Put him in the queue.
Robbie Anderson.
Yes.
Boyd, Anderson.
Ooh, I love both of them.
Chase Claypool.
Chase is gone.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
Juju's there.
Debo's
there. Chenault's there. Antonio Brown's there.
Galladay, Chenault, Sutton, Gallup.
Yeah, Galladay, Sutton, Gallup are all there. Okay. So
those would be my favorite wide receivers. I know Evan's out on Galladay. We can remove him.
I'm not.
I'm kind of out on him. I'm kind of out on Galladay.
The thing is that he's starting to fall.
Yeah.
Number 1. Number 2. Somebody asked about Javonte Williams in the 5th, and maybe thinking that it's a little early. He went in the middle of the 4th in the main event draft that I did on last Friday. So I don't know. I mean, I was shocked by that pick, though.
The only back that's like remotely on the radar for me would be Kareem Hunt. I don't think we do it, but he's the only one I would even consider. Tight ends, like Higbee's sort of in play if we wanted to really put pressure on the room, but I think I'd rather go receiver, and Hunt just went anyways.
Logan Thomas went, right?
Logan Thomas is gone. Yeah.
Dak,
Him and Fant went this round.
Dak, Russ, and Herbert are all available, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, plenty of quarterbacks still available.
Hunt and Sermon go, which is, I mean, I think good for us. So Boyd, Robbie, Debo, Shenault, AB, Sutton, Galladay. What are the favorites there for you guys?
In a vacuum, it would be Boyd for me.
I think Boyd's our highest ranked. We also get the correlation there. I would probably go Boyd as well, but you love Boyd?
Yes, and I love Robbie too, though.
I mean, sounds like three yeses for Boyd, and we're probably in good shape coming back to get one of like Robbie, Debo, Shenault. Like I would love to get one of those three.
Yeah. Yes.
But AB, Sutton, Galladay are there as well. And
what do you think about mixing in Herbert or Wilson here, or Dak? Honestly, even though it'd be unstacked.
So Dak's the one that's like pretty tempting to me. So Goddard goes.
I don't know how he makes sense with the uncertainty about his health, and then we're not even pairing him with anybody.
Go back to the board, Leone.
Yeah. I would.
We're on the clock.
Yeah, we're OTC.
All right, yo, Tyler Boyd, let's go.
I think we go Boyd.
Yes.
Dak's tempting, but I don't know. I really think the code.
Not tempting.
He's tempting to me because I think he could really break fantasy this year. But
you're drafting with two other people here.
I'm trying to build up some drama for the room. We already got our three yeses on the board.
I'm just mad because someone in the chat said that your background is better than mine. That's because I have a real background and he has a virtual background.
That's pretty fitting.
Lives his life, okay? This is how Leone lives his life. Virtual everything, paying other people to do all the hard stuff.
Yeah, I live smart. Work smarter, not harder.
High efficiency life.
Work smarter, not harder. I got a whole half bottle of wine in this one can here.
We could have set up a Dak Gallup stack there if we wanted.
Oh yeah. I mean, God, Robbie would be just the absolute nut sixth round or seventh rounder here.
Yeah, I like Rob. I think Robbie's the best pick, but I really like Debo and Shenault too. How do you guys feel about Shenault? I like, depending on who I talk to, I feel like I can go either way on Shenault.
Yeah,
actually,
me too. In the end, though, I like him. I like him.
I think he's the best receiver on the Jaguars, and I think the Jaguars are going to have a really good pass game. I think that the DJ Chark worry is real. I know he was in Evan's bust column today, which, by the way, you can read on the site now, and I think Marvin Jones in the age model is not good. I think Shenault is my favorite pick in the Jaguars wideout core. Yeah, I mean, 7th round Dak is nice, man, but
Higbee went. That was the one tight end where I was considering to kind of put pressure on the room. But
now what we're going to kind of hope for, I think, is for a run on tight ends.
Yeah. Because they're all going to get overdrafted now. Now that Higbee's gone,
the thing is, this guy right before us is going to take Robbie.
Wow, the Corey Davis hype.
Wow.
Corey Davis hype.
Please
has one good
Robbie.
preseason game. Yeah. Leone, do you think we have to have Burrow now that we have Chase and Boyd?
Leave him for us.
No, we don't have to. I mean, dude, we got so many options at quarterback. We don't have to. I mean, the idea behind the Cincinnati passing game isn't that they're like the most efficient team in the world. It's that.
Yes.
I think that's cheers for Robbie here. But the idea is they're going to just throw the ball so much. It's full PPR. They're going to compile catches. And if something happens to T. Higgins or something, there's definitely ways that both Chase and Boyd go absolutely nuts without Burrow being like, you have to have them. And on top of that, we're going to have like 6 really good receivers. If one of Chase or Boyd busts, like we're going to be okay. Like we just need one of them to be good. Like ideally they're both good, but we're going to be fine. So Adam, you're on board with Robbie?
Yeah, I think Russ is a consideration, but I'm fine with Robbie.
The thing is, we have multiple. Wait, did Herbert already go?
No, Herbert, Dak, and Russ are all still there.
It's just we still have like multiple. We have access to a lot of stacks still that are in play for us.
I just like to push it too, like as long as possible. Like let's squeeze the. At some point, all the receivers we like are going to go. I don't know. I like this start. I'm glad that Evan had us go Andrews in 4.
Yeah, it looks better in hindsight. It was very, very 50-50, I think. But I think it looks better in hindsight now.
Yeah, getting Boyd and Robbie. Unstacked Dak goes finally.
Let me jump in here for a quick commercial break. Thanks to everybody for joining us for this live stream of a $1,900 buy-in draft that we will be co-managing, aka yelling at each other for the entire year if things go poorly. If you haven't yet, check out our draft kit, $34.99. Head to establishtheRun.com. You get access to all of our rankings for every format. Silva's top 150, Silva's tiers. Also, the draft kit comes with free money on Underdog. If you don't have an Underdog account, it comes with free $35 with a $10 deposit. If you already do have an Underdog account, they'll just give you $10 for free. Also, if you plan to play DFS this season, highly recommend you do the bundle. All the DFS stuff. We've been working hard, getting ready for DFS season, making new additions. Going to be the best year that we can make it in the DFS streets, which are, in my opinion, the best streets. Season long is fun, but once you're grinding waivers and not having sex on Wednesday night, it gets to be not as fun anymore. And so for me, it's the DFS streets over season long.
I will say that, this emergence of Terrace Marshall, who, I mean, maybe he should have been the 6th overall pick and Jamar Chase should have gone in the late 2nd. It's a little bit concerning for Robbie and DJ, a little bit. I mean, what do you guys think about that?
Yeah, I'm struggling to know what to do with Terrace because I feel like I have a pretty aggressive target share and like kind of our internal projections for a rookie wide receiver. But at the same time, it looks like it could really hit. So I'm a little torn on that one. That was actually one I wanted to revisit tomorrow with you guys. Like, should we bump him even further? Because it's hard to stay ahead of ADP on some of these guys.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I see. And a lot of people think that Sam Darnold is just total dust. If you think that, there's no way that you can take Robbie, DJ Moore, Terrace, and CMC all where they're going. I actually think Darnold's going to be fine. And so
that early season schedule is going to prop him up too. I mean, he's got the easiest schedule in the NFL, or the most fantasy-friendly schedule in the NFL, weeks 1 through 5. And I don't even think it's close.
Somebody submitted a question about Adam Gase for the Schefter pod, and I knew Schefter wasn't going to say anything bad about anybody. I shouldn't have asked the question. It was a dumb question to ask. But, you could tell even Schefter knew that Adam Gase, post-Adam Gase life is real.
I don't think it was a bad question.
Yeah. Schefter's just such a goat. He's never going to say anything bad about it.
Right. Well, that's how you have as many relationships with people as he does. I mean, he's literally like, he's not just the best sports journalist. He's like the best journalist in the world.
Yeah. And he's also playing preseason DFS with us, so shout out to him. There goes Galladay, Evan's boy.
Chenault goes.
Yeah. All right.
So if Russ comes back now,
Russ or Herbert,
I'm more in for Russ. Herbert, I'm like, I don't know. I'd have to see who is there.
Why, dude? Why?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I mean, I could do. I mean, we took Keenan. We're betting on Keenan.
You have to have a reason, Leone. You can't just say. Is it because of the
all
spreadsheet?
right. So the Russ thing is
the spreadsheet says
they ran a.
The spreadsheet thinks that this season is
hey, Silva,
you
you asking me for an answer? Let me answer. Okay, here. Come on, buddy. So Herbert and the Chargers, they ran so many plays last year. They're going to regress in terms of the amount of plays run. He was super good on all the unstable stuff, deep passing under pressure.
An offensive line, dude.
And he doesn't run like a ton. So
he runs enough. He's a factor.
It's a factor, but I don't know. Quarterbacks that don't run a lot and don't throw a lot, like those are the guys that should be going really early. I mean, 7-8 turn, like I'd be okay
with.
He's
really efficient.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's hope we get Russ. I mean, that would be a dream come true if we could get Russ. I mean,
I'm still holding out hope for Debo.
Okay. Really? Okay.
To add one more receiver, but I mean, if Russ comes back,
getting greedy, Leone.
If Russ comes back, I'm really going to tilt that Lockett snipe in retrospect.
Yeah, Herbert, to compete with these top guys, not saying he has to if we get him in the 8th round, but to compete with these guys, he would need that massive efficiency once again.
They better be a throw-heavy offense. They better be a throw-heavy offense. First of all, their head coach is like the most progressive mind in the NFL, number one. Number two, their OC comes from the Sean Payton tree. Their running back is a receiver, Austin Eckler. They've got Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, Donald Parham, and then we could come back.
Okay, but Silva,
we could come back with the Parham too.
The odds of
possibilities are endless here.
The odds of Herbert scoring with these top guys is a lot lower than the odds of like Lance, Fields, Burrow scoring with Herbert.
I don't know about Burrow, but all right, I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
dude, Burrow.
Those guys haven't gone yet, have they? Either Lance and Fields. They started to go.
We got so many quarterbacks.
Yeah, all right, yeah. In the draft that I did on Friday, I think they started to go like right around here.
Michael Carter, by the way, 0 first-team snaps, and we're not completely panicking. You can see in our rankings, but it is a little worrisome for me, at least early season, that Michael Carter 0 first-team snaps with Zach Wilson so far.
The Russ dream is dead, guys.
The Russ dream is dead.
Oh. I mean, dude, I know I've said it before, and it's probably starting to get old, but Herbert did what he did with acne, and now he might have actually gotten past puberty. So think about, I mean, dude, he's been crushing in camp. Like,
all right, let me throw some names at you here, Leone. Are they still available? Trey Sermon is gone, correct?
Correct.
AJ Dillon?
He is still there.
Michael Gallup?
Still there.
Cortland Sutton?
Gone.
Jarvis Landry?
Still there.
Will Fuller?
Still there. The Miami guys go pretty late in this. All the Miami guys are there.
Yeah, so, I mean, those would be the guys. I don't know if you – yeah, those would be the guys that I like coming up here.
We are starting to get, like, with Debo not lasting and whatnot, like, I'm a little bit more open to Herbert. I don't know. I feel like the opportunity cost isn't that bad, but I also feel like if we're really maximizing shit, like, we go Dillon, wide receiver here still.
Yeah, I like A.J. Dillon personally. Oh, Evan Ingram. See, people really start to force it at tight end, man. Like, I get you don't have a tight end yet, but Evan Ingram in the 8th is still just egregious, in my opinion. Evan,
Silva,
you're on mute.
You're on mute. You're muted, dude.
Silva's just going
just
ham on
yell out into the ether.
I was saying so much good shit, too.
Ah!
Oh, my God.
No way.
The Dillon snipe.
Man, is it looking like Herbert right now? I mean, what other quarterbacks are available?
Fields, Lance are still there. Burrow.
I like Gallup. I like Gallup.
I could go Gallup.
What about tight end RB? Can we look at this? Is why we need to be looking at these positions.
Dude, tight end, we're not taking Irv Smith or Mike Gesicki here.
Okay.
Well, I don't know.
I don't think they'd be bad picks, but
I like Gallup.
I like Gallup.
Okay. Let's take
Gallup.
Just have a little exposure to that Dallas offense.
Let's take Gallup.
I'm so tilted about A.J. Dillon.
Yeah, I think if we get Dillon, wide receiver would have been the nuts. So at running back,
is Pollard still out there? Yeah, Pollard's still out there. I mean, Pollard's essentially A.J. Dillon, isn't he? I mean, it's pretty close.
I think Dillon has way more.
But Pollard's way better in passing game.
Yeah, but they're not going to take Zeke off the field. We've talked about this.
Yeah, but Zeke could get hurt. I mean,
well, yeah.
I like Moss. I like Rojo.
I wouldn't rule it out. I mean, I think it's common knowledge at this point that Tony Pollard outplayed Ezekiel Elliott last season.
Yeah, Zeke was a little bit banged up. He wasn't even trying. He mailed it in.
Let me go back to the draft board now.
Okay. This is a tough spot.
The kind of guy you want to bet against, the guy who mailed it in?
Perhaps. Okay. So I feel a little bit better detouring off wide receiver here. We've got guys we like later, like Rondell, Terrace Marshall. This is a tough spot, though. I think it's a Herbert or a running back, I think, here.
The running back options are...
It's Herbert time, guys. Let's be real.
Pollard, Melvin Gordon, Ronald Jones, Zach Moss.
Pollard is the only guy you could talk me into.
So, like, none of them are super appealing. The issue is they might all go between when we pick next.
There's James Conner and Latavius also.
Herb goes. I mean, I could take Herbert here now.
There's only one decent tight end left, and that's Gesicki, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at the garbage after him, dude. Look at that.
Yeah, I mean, Gesicki, I guess, is like a play on like just forcing. Like, I don't know if it's the best pick for us in terms of pure upside, but also like Andrews isn't exactly like a Waller, Kelsey type where he's like crazy. So I guess it's like Gesicki.
Just put Gesicki.
Okay, we got 25 seconds though.
Oh shit! All right. Well, I mean, I think we can take means. I don't. You guys pick.
Gesicki or Herbert. I think Gesicki or Herbert. Adam.
Oh God, I want Fields or Lance. You think Fields or Lance get back to us?
Yeah.
Okay,
Really?
then I think it's Gesicki.
Let's do it. Come on.
You sure? Okay. All right. I don't feel great about that pick, but but it's in.
It's okay, man.
I mean, we're gonna get one of Herbert, Fields, or Lance.
Yeah, I think so. All right, the rest of the tight ends are really bad, but like there's like Komet, like super light, whatever. What's done is done.
Oh, there goes Herbert. There are still
There goes our pick.
Three teams. There's three teams that
we talked ourselves out of it, man. We had the Herbert Keenan Allen that we talked ourselves out of it. Leone's sitting there with the damn Chargers jersey.
I said I was okay. I said I was okay with Herbert there. Okay, for the record, that was probably like he made it as far as he was going to make it. We maybe should have taken him, but what's done is done, Evan.
Yeah, but if Fields or Lance get back to us, I will be fine with it. I'm just a little worried they won't because there's still 1, 2, 3 teams that don't have a quarterback.
Dude, we still have the Burrow double too available.
Yeah, we do. And we
Jalen Hurts is there too. Like
we have the Sam Darnold to Robbie.
Yeah.
Well,
you're right.
I like Darnold, but I mean,
I forgot about Jalen Hurts. Hurts, Fields, or Lance.
Yeah, or Burrow. I know you guys. Burrow with the double stack.
Yeah.
Listen, what we did with that, it was a lot of sentimentality with that pick. We asserted ourselves as the bully of the room. Okay, we looked at the tight end depth chart. You know, all the tight ends that were left. We were like, all right, we have to take this guy, not just to make our team a little bit better, but to make sure that nobody else in the league gets Gesicki. Don't you think? We're the bullies in the room.
Yeah. I mean, sure, why not? So real sort of bully. I don't know. I'm torn. Like he was pretty low in our rankings compared to what's available. I do think, like with Andrew, like if we had Waller or Kelsey, I would have definitely not waived that. But in tight end premium, it's not bad to have a tight end too with some upside. I do like the Miami offense quite a bit. I mean, there's even Tua backdoor stacks here. Like, I mean, none of Waddle, Parker, or Waddle just went, but Parker and I guess Fuller's gone too. So never mind, scratch that.
You know what we still have in play here is if somehow Lance or Fields gets back to us, we could actually start Darnold in the first few weeks, waiting it out for one of those guys, one of those guys to take over, and I think we'll be fine.
Yeah.
The bridge to Lance, the bridge to Fields.
One point I want to make is this is a managed league, and we still have 3 weeks until the season starts. Instead of jamming up spots with dusty tight ends, we can stop at 2 here and take contingent running backs, contingent wide receivers late. In other words, we can take shown handcuffs, and if they don't work out, if nobody gets hurt before week 1, we can drop them. We're gonna be grinding hard the waiver wire. So I like having 2 tight ends already. I don't want to take any more tight ends, though, I guess is my point.
Yeah, I think if like Komet was there crazy late and we had Fields or something,
I think
we could maybe do it.
Super late too, but okay, that's fine.
But yeah, I don't know about yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see though what's available. But Adam is right. Like we have the freedom to only take a tight end if the value makes complete sense. Like we're not going to have to do it out of urgency.
Nick Bird has a great comment here. Can we highlight him? Yeah. Yes. Right. Exactly. It's like people that are trying to predict the NFL draft. Oh, he'll never get past the Bengals at 3. You know, like you have no idea, son.
Team 11. I don't know who Team 11 is, but they're just torching 1900. I mean, absolutely torching it.
Dude, I like taking Harrison Butker in like round 17. You guys can blame me.
They took a
if you want.
ninth-round defense. Oh, yo, say a prayer for them, all right?
Dude, we've got a few 4 running back teams in this league as well. Team 4, Team 5, and you can get away with it because you can technically start 4 running backs, but a lot of risk. We got a 5 running back team in Team 10.
We're gonna have fun drafting these late round RBs. I got some ideas, boys.
Yo, Pollard, I think is still there.
Yes,
that would be great if he made it back here. If we could
running back on the Cowboys, think about it.
I mean, like, honestly, we could kick quarterback, I think, like a whole nother turn if we wanted to, depending on the running backs that are there and the quarterbacks that are there. It'll depend on the next few picks.
Okay. Can you put Fields, Lance, and yeah, thank you.
There's so many quarterbacks. Even Lawrence is there. I mean,
yeah.
Unstacked Lawrence isn't, like, ideal, but Team 9 has a great build. Let's look at Team 9 here. Waller, Saquon, Carson. God, I mean, Carson in 3 over some of those receivers is tough for me.
Yeah,
but he's coming back with the right type of receivers.
His receivers are, I mean, he needs like things to break right for these guys, though. Like his receivers could be a disaster.
Leone, can I read some running backs to you?
Yes.
Tony Pollard, Ronald Jones.
Whoa. Did you see that
Pollard just went.
Took 2 defenses? They took their second D.
I don't think so.
Yeah, they did, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
The rake is paid for. Ronald Jones is gone. See, this is the one thing I was saying. Even though Pollard, Bojo, like all those guys felt like a reach in 9, but now they're all gone by the time we come to 10.
Right.
Like that's the hard part.
I like Connor too. Is Zach Moss still there?
No, I think we're
Latavius.
The running backs just went kind of bad on us here.
Latavius is still there.
Yeah, Latavius is there, but he goes pretty late in these. Drake is there. Singletary and Hines, I like.
Madison.
Yeah, Madison. I mean, there's guys that are there, but we maybe should have. I don't know. The Gesicki thing. If you think there's a big gap between Gesicki and the New England tight ends, then Gesicki was probably the right pick.
There's a huge gap, I think.
Then it probably made sense, but we did lose.
We're forward thinking. We've moved on from that. Okay?
Wait, are we taking RB here? There's still so many quarterbacks available.
Oh yeah, there are, man. Jeez, yo.
Yeah, I think we're taking running back, and like I could take Rondale here as well.
Yeah, really. Dang.
Rondale, or Terrace, like just one of the big upside bets.
In position to lead the team in air yards by a long.
But he's not going to win. Like, but that's it. We got 6 startable receivers. Like, if we're thinking pure upside, is it Marquise or Rondale? But who's your favorite running back? Because we probably need to grab a back here, even if it's too early. Like, just construction wise.
Yeah.
Fournette goes. So we're up. So there's Jamal Williams, Kenyon Drake, Gus Edwards, Singletary, Hines, Madison. It's bad. Adam, do you know who we have? I think we probably have Hines or Singletary.
I don't want to draft any of these guys.
Okay. Well, wide receiver, like I think Rondale's a good pick here.
I like Rondale. Is this where he goes? It feels early, but is this where he goes in these?
He's starting to go a little earlier. His ADP is like 132. So.
Yeah, I think Rondale's going to easily catch 4 balls a game this year, but I mean,
the thing is that their passing game is showing no ability to even make use of a number 2 at all. But all right, I mean, I love Rondale as a ball player.
It's just a pure upside bet, which we can do because we're so good at receiver. Like, that's why I like being receiver heavy early. We can take the pure upside bet. Coming back, it's tough. I mean, we either get our choice of quarterback, even though there's a lot there, or we sort of reach on a running back. I don't know who your guys' favorite back is here.
Yeah.
We've got Hines and Murray and Singletary as like technically the highest in our ranks, followed by Madison and Drake.
I think we actually have Jamal Williams the highest.
Yeah.
Do we?
Oh no, you're right. We don't.
No, we don't. We
No,
don't.
Not even close.
Jamal Williams.
And we have McKissick like somewhat close too, but he usually lasts a little bit longer.
McKissick, he was the number 16 PPR running back last year. Isn't that crazy? And he's going to probably be top 25 again this year.
Yeah.
So I like Singletary a good bit. Like, I think he's going to be pretty startable from the start and has some upside. I'd probably go Singletary or Hines. I don't know.
It's Singletary or Latavius for me.
Look at these tight ends that just really should not be going this early start to go.
Yeah, and honestly, I don't think Jamal Williams is that bad of a pick.
I don't either.
And,
I don't either.
All right, I'm vetoing.
You know what he's going to do? He's going to get us like 11 points a week. And you know what?
Pick Singletary, Hines, or Latavius Silva, because I've used my veto on Jamal Williams.
I mean, they have a good offensive line in Detroit, and they're going to keep games.
I don't know why you keep talking about the guy who's been vetoed.
Wow.
Or we could just
we pull you up to the big leagues, and this is how you treat us.
And he was never heard from again.
I mean, and Jamal Swift and DeAndre Swift is already hurt for the rest.
I mean, if you guys want to take Jamal Williams, I mean,
I would vote
just to like. I know it sucks, man. I don't come in this draft wanting to take him either. But if we can get, there goes Trey Lance.
Lance goes.
Man. Dude, there's gonna be a run on quarterbacks. You know.
I mean, there's also the Burrow double we could lock in or take Fields. I kind of think we should take Fields. I think we should take Singletary.
No, I think we should take Fields.
Yeah, I like Singletary. Do you think one of Hurts, Fields, or Burrow gets
Fields
back
is
to
gonna
us?
be
Yeah,
so
I think
good.
one of the quarterbacks makes it back to us. I don't think Singletary makes it back to us.
You think Fields is better than Hurts, Evan?
I don't know. No. I don't know.
So in that case,
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. I do think he's better than Hurts. Well, I don't know.
I would vote for Singletary here. We have 20 seconds, Evan.
I don't know. Let's just take somebody.
He's beaten. Take Singletary.
Dude, we don't have to take Singletary.
Just take him. Just
He's the
take him.
best running back pick.
Okay.
We need options. You're right. And quarterback is so freaking deep. Yeah.
I mean, Brady and Stafford's there. Tannehill's there. These people are going to take some of these quarterbacks. There's like 7 quarterbacks that are like in the same tier right now.
Dan Coaster with a good comment here. I mean, very relevant.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
Yeah, he's right.
He's kind of slow and small and not popping in the PSM.
No, not at all. Runs 4.66 at like 194 pounds. Like,
But this is what happens. As much as you think these quarterbacks are going to go, Team 4 has a quarterback, Team 5 has a quarterback, Team 6 has a quarterback, Team 8, Team 9,
right.
Team 11, Team 12.
Wow,
of course, fucking Team 4 just took a second quarterback.
We're
So
going to be fine at quarterback. I have no doubt about that. It's just could we had a chance at some difference-making quarterbacks.
Oh,
And
but
we're probably just going to end up with guys that probably aren't going to be different.
no, we're going to get a difference maker. You just have to think positively, project, visualize.
Wow.
Hurts and Fields are definitely difference makers.
Is that what it said on your horoscope this morning, Leone?
Well, when I was out taking a walk, soaking up some rays, I was. We're going to be fine. We're going to be fine.
You promise?
This is going to be so exciting. Look at this Rondale pick look at these receivers that have gone since. That was money.
We're pretty much done drafting receivers, right? Can we agree on that?
Never.
Yeah, like maybe one more receiver or tight end, but like
Maybe.
probably max one more.
Well, it's just the wide receivers. Like, let's take a look at the receivers that are left. I mean, it's gone.
Yeah, it would have to be someone you think has legitimate
and
upside.
We're just barely. I don't want. Well, DeMonte Parker.
Yeah,
Well,
Devontae Parker and
Myers isn't
Jacoby
bad.
Myers are like the two that stick out to me.
That's like it, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This Darrell Henderson thumb injury, McVay says he doesn't know how bad it is. Evan, what do you think if Darrell Henderson were to miss time? Who would you prefer?
Yeah, I don't know. Leone put that one thing in the Slack today about Jake Funk. I thought it was Xavier Jones.
Yeah.
It might be. I was just posting that so you saw
I
it.
know.
Yeah, I think Xavier Jones too, but Jake Funk would probably play also.
Yeah.
And they'd probably sign someone.
I think Xavier Jones is just better. Jake Funk is a converted linebacker who had like 150 offensive touches in like 5 years at Maryland.
Yeah.
So that's not an analytically. I mean, he's a good athlete, but that's not necessarily an analytically sound bet. Xavier Jones had a ton of production at I think he went to UTEP.
A lot of people in the chat are asking about Jacoby Myers. I still like Jacoby Myers too, especially if Mac Jones gets in there. Team preseason. Shout out Jacoby Myers, who absolutely broke the preseason in 2019. There goes Matthew Stafford to one of the non-quarterback teams. I mean, how can you take Tom Brady and Matthew Stafford over? I mean, how many condoms are you wearing to take Stafford and Brady over Justin Fields and Jalen Hurts? It's crazy.
You got to know your room. We were playing chicken at quarterback. We're going to end up all right.
We are. You're right.
There goes Jacoby.
I think Jared Cook going in round 11, though. Like,
Dude,
that's what these tight end premium does to people.
Gross. It's so gross. Gross. Let's look at what tight ends are left, and we're barely halfway through the draft.
Team 7 is at risk to take so Hunter Henry, Komet, but we're in round 12 here. Baker just went.
Wow.
That's team 11. That's the dumpster fire. But you know what, Evan? He's gonna be able to pick and choose. He took 2 defenses early on the same bye week. They're not even gonna make it through the year.
Maybe he flex the second defense.
By the way, just got word from corporate. I've been instructed to tell everybody, please smash the subscribe button. Corporate has told me I need to say it. Hit subscribe on YouTube. It's free. You'll be notified when we get new videos up. There you go. Smash the like button and the subscribe button. All right.
We got to get it back together.
Baker. I mean, how are these people taking Baker as their second quarterback when you can have Fields?
Let's not wonder about it. Let's
Team
wonder about
10.
Pick, right?
Team 10 did the 5 condom running back handcuff of Javonte and Melvin Gordon in the first 9 rounds. We're feeling good. We're getting cocky. We're getting a little derogatory to the other teams.
That's true. I mean, you're probably almost halfway done with your can of wine, right? I mean, I could tell, man.
I'm about to go crack open another one.
Oh,
by the way,
you sure Miss Leone gonna let you?
Don't tempt me.
By the way, we do have a list on the site of late round running back options. I would throw Damian Williams into the mix, Gio Bernard, James White.
Yeah, okay.
Love Gio and White in this format.
What about Damian Williams? And is Gus Edwards still available?
Hines just went. No, Gus is gone. But
Latavius is still there.
Yeah.
Hines, Gio, White. Dude, McKissick's still there too. I mean, everyone's talking about if Gibson takes McKissick's role. What if Gibson gets hurt? I'm not saying McKissick's going to be an every down back, but what if he just does what he did last year, though? He caught 80 balls.
Really benefit from Alex Smith and Kyle Allen. Okay.
Yeah.
But it seems like he still has that role on lock, and they're not moving off. They're not moving off that.
We survived Team 7. Latavius goes.
Yeah, I mean, Lance and Lamar Jackson there, but the guy who drafted Lance might want to take another quarterback. So do you think we should either go Hurts or Fields here?
I mean, we got the Burrow double, too. Like, at a certain point, is the value so good that you take 2 quarterbacks even though you don't need to? Like Burrow and Hurts or Burrow and Fields? Like one of the rushing quarterbacks and then our double stack, and then we kind of see how it goes?
We could.
Like, I normally wouldn't.
You know what? Leone, you've kind of sold me on. I'm cool with keeping waiting.
We could just take one quarterback. There goes Rager. I like that pick.
I mean, there's a lot of good ones left.
I think we need at least one on this turn.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. We do need one. You're right.
So it's either Hurts or Fields for me. I prefer Hurts personally, but I think Fields is going to smash also.
Yeah.
I prefer Hurts too, just because the rushing upside's like kind of so insane.
It's insane.
Yeah, it is.
But we could. I mean, there's Devontae Parker as a final receiver, or like Gio, Penny, McKissick, Damian. I don't know. We're running out of time, but
I think we go Hurts because I think the Lance guy is a threat to take Hurts.
Yeah, I think we go Hurts. This is crazy.
Let's take him. Doesn't he open up with two like super softies too?
They play Atlanta in week 1, I know.
Yeah, baby. And then week 2, I actually think they have San Francisco week 2. Either way, we're starting 1-0, boys. We're starting 1-0.
I am legitimately okay taking 2 quarterbacks on this team. I mean, it's so late. We took it at around 12. I think
we're going to have to take 2 quarterbacks. I mean,
I think we take Burrow. Burrow or Fields coming back. I think I would do, and then we hit the running back. Wow. I don't know. Adam seems less sold on that.
No, I think that's fine. I like playing matchups with our quarterbacks. I mean, I would personally take the rushing upside of Fields over Burrow, even though we have the double set up. Like, I don't know. Do you think it's bad, Leone? You're the king of correlation. Do you think it's bad to take Fields over Burrow because we have the double?
I think we should bet on the Cincy offense there, but I don't think I think it's close. Like, I don't think it's a no-brainer.
I think we take Fields. We forget about the correlation. We just take the guy who we think is going to score more fantasy points.
And also, I would say, if it was a normal
on a per game basis, on a per game basis,
on a 12,
because it's possible that they get to week 3. I don't know. God,
yeah, I would just say this:
sucks.
on a normal 12-team league, it's for sure Fields. But given that it's $500K to first and like $35K to second, you can make a better case. Yeah, I like Damian Williams. A lot of the running backs I liked are gone.
All right, so
I'd be fine with Fields. I would vote Fields, McKissick, or James White.
Yeah, there's also, we could just go running back here. A couple of the ones we like.
Yeah, I say we go running back.
And then we could, if one of the quarterbacks makes it back, then we really pull the second quarter. So I think James White.
We have to go running back. Look at how bad running back is getting.
So White or Hubbard is an elite handcuff. Evans is a big handcuff. What do you guys think?
I think we need some standalone value. So for me, it's either White or McKissick.
Okay.
I think I like McKissick.
I'm good with McKissick. We're going McKissick here?
Okay.
Yeah, because he also, I mean, you know, if something happens to Gibson, but if something happens to Damian Harris, then Ramondre jumps right in. So I think McKissick has more upside.
Yeah. I think our next running back, though, we've got the standalone value. We need to start swinging for the fences on the other running back picks because we've got Singletary and McKissick to
Ty Johnson is going to bring us home.
Yeah, I like that.
God, round 12 Hurts is pretty insane.
Yeah, I mean, he was going in like round 8 like a month ago.
Yeah. And we could still get lucky at like one of those quarterbacks could make it back. Like I think Tannehill's still out there too. Like there's still good.
This is crazy, man. I mean, if you guys are playing in these FFPC things and you get a board like this, it's a no-brainer to wait on quarterback. Can't believe Tannehill and Fields are still there.
And that's part of the reason why I was pretty hesitant, even taking Russ and Herbert with the stack like early. It's just these. I mean, this is like a little bit of an outlier how it's played out, but generally somebody lasts. Usually it's not as many. Like we had options at 12. Usually it's you're taking the last and you don't get your pick, but still somebody's going to last. And because these teams that take Lamar, Kyler, Allen, Mahomes, they can't take a second quarterback unless you're team 11 and you need to take Baker Mayfield in the 12th round after taking Mahomes in the 3rd. But team 11 aside, you see Dak team doesn't have a second quarterback because they shouldn't. Kyler team, Lamar team, Josh Allen team, all the same. And they shouldn't take a second quarterback because they're 100% banking on their elite quarterback to pay off, but that means guys are going to get pushed down. Hubbard and Evans both go, which is somewhat frustrating. Would have liked one of those like elite handcuffs coming back.
Yeah, I agree with Ben here, actually. I don't think McKissick really gets a role change if Gibson gets hurt. I really don't. I think that Jared Patterson's played really well in the preseason. He'll figure something out. Maybe he gets a little bump, but not a lot.
Yeah, I think it's a little bump, but like it like really solidifies that pass down role. You know what I mean? Like, you're probably not getting a league winner, but like you're 100% safe to play every week.
Yeah, CEH is dealing with an ankle injury right now. It doesn't seem too serious to me, but God, Daryl sucks. I mean,
yeah, we did add Daryl to the late round running back targets piece. We've got that constantly updating, which I think is a really good piece. I still like Kenny Gainwell, like a little bit later. We've got some options here. I'm on like really late. You might make fun of me, like I'm on Eno Benjamin, really late.
Yeah, Eno's played well in the preseason too, but yeah, I mean he's shown no threat whatsoever to the top two guys.
Yeah, I mean it's an injury you need,
Sure.
but there's kind of like two guys that could get hurt that could help Eno.
Yeah, I would also note on the Deshaun Watson stuff that was worrying me a little bit earlier about Hurts. I mean, it's just that with the way it's gone for Deshaun Watson, it is such a PR nightmare for the NFL to let him play, even if he's theoretically eligible. I mean, how can the NFL let this guy
No
play?
chance.
Just no chance. So I feel good about Hurts' job security, even though I do think that if this stuff gets behind Deshaun Watson, the Eagles will make a trade for Deshaun Watson, but not this season.
Man, these teams. So Burrow goes to the Kyler team of all teams.
Yeah, and Team 11 now is cornering the market. This is what you mean, Leone, by bullying the draft room, right?
Oh my God.
By tilting the draft room. You take three defenses before round 13.
This is insane. Like we have our chances of winning the league started at 1-12 and are down to 1-11.
I mean, what the fuck?
If we finish below that team, we need some sort of punishment, I think.
Has Devontae Parker gone yet?
Dude, no.
No.
What about Josh Palmer?
No, he's
he's nice, but Devontae Parker is way better.
Oh yeah. Obviously.
What is the deal with people's thing against Devontae Parker? He's out of control.
Yeah, I like Devontae Parker. Man, we're running thin on like kind of the elite handcuffs. We sort of missed those, which is somewhat frustrating.
Yeah,
but
it is frustrating. But you know what? We're gonna be okay.
Did Rashad Penny go?
Oh, yes. Justin Tucker off the board in round 14. Team 11. Oh, look, Team 12. He bullied Team 12 into taking a defense.
Oh my God, Team 12 took the bait.
Dude, Team 11's definitely coming back with a round 15 Butker. Like, no doubt about it.
No trading, Eric. No trading allowed, right? You guys, there's no trading in FFPC.
No trading.
Yeah.
He really thinks he's the bully. He thinks he is the bully of the draft.
God, the room giveth and the room taketh. Like they've given us a lot of things, but I'm somewhat tilted at round 14, and we have like kind of no elite handcuff running backs to like remotely consider.
What about Ty Johnson? Not an elite handcuff, but just some.
Just put him in the queue. Put him in the queue.
Yeah, I'll put him in the queue. I think like Gainwell is like the biggest up. Like, who do you guys think has the most upside? Pure upside.
I don't understand it with Gainwell. He's like a niche back. I don't understand. Why do people think he has a ton of upside?
If Miles Sanders got hurt, I actually think it'd be Boston Scott in the Miles Sanders role and Kenny.
And
Gainwell.
Jordan Howard is making the team.
Yeah.
You guys are so boring. There's not much there though.
I'm trying to talk us into drafting fourth string running backs.
Fields and Tannehill went, so we kind of
okay. All right, so we're gonna have to focus in on QB a little bit.
We don't need a second QB. It was just kind of like the value was almost so insane, and even still, like if Tua, like a Tua Devontae Parker turn here,
or Darnold, we could take him in the 18th. I mean, he didn't even get drafted in the one I did on Friday.
I don't even understand what the point is at that. I mean, I guess it's okay.
Fair. That's fair. No, because we know that Hurt. I mean, I think we're worried a little bit about Hurt's job security. I mean, he might suck. Like he could be really bad, but
it's kind of like
he's going to start coming out the gate.
Yeah, and are we ever starting Darnold over Hurts? Like, whereas like Burrow or Fields, we might have, but now that it's
all right, fair.
Tua is somewhat interesting, though. If maybe not right now, but
the thing is that he's a pocket passer too. Kind of. He's not. He's not really a rusher.
No, but I think they could put. I think he could run just like one of those just enough guys, like a Ryan Tannehill. Like I think he could run just
college
enough.
stats. He really was not a productive rushing quarterback. I'll bring him up.
No, I mean I know he's not gonna run a ton, but like
Okay.
I don't know. I could see him doing it like just a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, how do we pass on Devontae Parker in round 14?
We don't.
We should take Devontae Parker, and then we're done at receiver basically.
Yes. Nate Sullivan makes a good point. We could, if we wanted to take two, we could take them real late, and then all of a sudden we have Parker, Gesicki, Tua stack.
All right, I think we should draft Parker. Right, we're all on board with that.
Yes.
I mean, you just can't pass on it. I mean, dude is a grown ass man.
So 100% done at receiver.
Yes. So I think our ideal comeback would be James White, correct?
I think so. I mean, I just said we shouldn't take White after taking McKissick, but now that all the handcuffs, like Hubbard, Evans, Penny, all went, so I do think it's White. What do you think, Adam?
I'm not watching the preseason game right now, but apparently Jameis just hit a big TD at Callaway. So team number 11 really feeling himself right now. They took, the 3 defense, 2 kicker team. They took Callaway in the 11th. So
we have a report from Drew Dinkmeyer, who's watching the game on ESPN because he has probably 600 showdown lineups tonight, and he's saying that the ESPN broadcast says that Tony Jones is the number 2 running back.
Out of Notre Dame. Yeah, I mean, he's
not Latavius, which I don't believe.
I mean, there have been these rumors, as we've discussed, that Latavius might get cut. Underhill said no. Underhill's right 90% of the time, but he's wrong 10% of the time. So, Justin Jackson. I mean, the Chargers beat writers think that Justin Jackson is locked in as the Chargers' number 2 running back, and then it's a competition between Roundtree and Josh Kelly, who the last year's coaching staff hated for number 3. But it's Justin Jackson locked in to number 2. So that's another guy that we should be thinking about here in the 15th.
Yep, we've got Jackson in the queue with Ty Johnson, Eno Benjamin. There's also, I guess, there's Devontae Booker, who I'm not huge on, but we are running somewhat thin. Jarrett Patterson.
I think Ty Johnson or James White would be the pick for me.
I'd go White. Like White could catch so many balls. Between him and McKissick, like one of those guys just pops off and just start catching 6 balls a game. We're fine. We're kind of lacking the elite upside we wanted in RB2, which stinks, but we got the waiver wire for that. We're going to be churning through. We're going to be taking handcuffs.
Sure.
Just got to put up the testimonials.
Yeah.
Hashtag testimonials.
This is the guy drafting Team 11 right now. Just killing it, bro. Killing it.
Ahmed and Ty Johnson go.
Oh, there goes Ty Johnson. Yeah, that's a good pick.
Yeah, that is a good pick.
If James White goes here, who do you like?
I'm tempted to just take Tua, but maybe we should get a running back. I like Justin Jackson.
Yeah, Justin Jackson is the dude.
But all right, James White's here. You guys are good with James White?
Easy pick.
Yeah, all right, that's fine. If we would have taken Justin Jackson, we could have completed our stack with Keenan Allen and Justin. Oh wait.
Dude, we got Hurts in round 12. I don't want to hear it.
All right, I know. I'm just teasing.
We took Gallup in it. Oh my God, dude, this team's fire.
It is fire. Absolute fire. I'm going on ship chasing with Manzanelli and Carane on Friday.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm excited. They get people to say things that they don't even believe. They're like the ultimate grifters. Like it's the ultimate grifter show.
There's a lot of peer pressure on that show.
Man. Wow, there's still 5 rounds in this.
Oh yeah, we're getting close to Harrison Butker time, dude.
Oh my God.
We gotta beat Team 11 to it.
It's just peak virginity, 20 rounds. And Marquez Callaway had a big catch, it appears. ADP spiking.
Yep.
Tua goes. So I think we're locked into we're just rolling with Hurts. The only other guy I would consider is like super late Taysom.
Agreed on Taysom. And Darnold has a very soft early season schedule for what it's worth.
Yeah, definitely. We could get Darnold for free, so that's possible.
I mean, if Taysom starts, he's like 100% a top 12 option. Like in DFS, he's going to be one of the better plays on the slate every time Taysom starts.
I think too, with the running back handcuffs so depleted, that taking Taysom as a second quarterback, definitely has some validity. I'm just amazed. If you really wanted to play late round QB, like Matt Ryan always lasts forever. I guess he's never going to win you a league.
No.
But if you were in maybe a 12-team league, not an overall contest, I mean, to just wait and just be able to plug in Matt Ryan. And this is, I believe, 1 point per 20 yards passing instead of 25. So there's a little bit, just like a touch of help there for the pocket passers relative to the rushers. Oh, Zach Wilson too. Like what if he's just randomly?
I was just about to say, and their defense is going to be probably not very good. They just lost Carl Lawson. The Jets haven't had a good outside edge rusher in. I mean, like since John Abraham, and they lose and they paid up for Carl Lawson and they just lost him the other day to a torn Achilles. And they have like the worst cornerback unit in the NFL. So you're combining no real pass rush with no real secondary play, and they're going to be chasing a lot this year. And they've got playmakers on offense. They got a good offensive line. They're running the Shanahan scheme under Mike LaFleur. Like I put them in my sneaky stacks, the Jets, and Zach Wilson has been, by I would say all accounts, the best first-round quarterback in a year of 5 first-round quarterback rookies.
Oh my God! Team 11. Defense number 4.
No. I mean, like
it is written.
They've just got to be. They've got to be like a Russian agent.
Maybe they think it's Showdown preseason DFS where you just start as many defenses as you can in Showdown.
Where were you the night Team 11 drafted 4 defenses? We'll never forget it.
With their 2K buy-in.
Aren't there like season-long like regulars that grind this stuff? Like, aren't there like is there anybody in this league that's like a reg or whatever?
Oh,
I don't know. We might get in trouble for displaying the usernames. So we've got,
that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah.
On the team names that are 100% user controlled, if they wanted to change it. Yeah, Dink caught some flack. He posted a screenshot one year of a draft and like got Twitter shamed for sharing the team names. So, as much as I'm making fun of Team 11, I'm taking Harrison Butker,
You think?
Butker's on the short list. So what I like about Butker is I legitimately think it's an edge at the position, and his bye week's not until week 12. So you can like really ride that out.
Ride the wave.
Ride the wave. I mean, it's not like a huge thing.
Well, the thing is, in this format, like if he kicks a 47-yarder, you get 4.7 points. That's like baller, dude.
Yeah, and he's going to be a good kicker. Like, I mean, it's not a huge thing, but we're grinding the small edges here. So right. I would take Butker.
No, I totally agree that there is an edge to legitimately first tier kickers, and there's also an edge I think for defenses that start with a bunch of shitty offenses that they're playing against.
Yeah, the defense I know Mark has written up. Mark did a really good job for us from ETR in helping us set up our DST and kicker tiers on site. And I've gotten the Broncos defense a ton, where they're like a pretty good defense overall. And they've got
and they start with
they start with, let me see what it is. It's a lot of young quarterback. I think they've got the Jets, Giants, and Jaguars or something. Yeah, Daniel Jones, Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson, the first 3 weeks.
I think
Hey,
somebody took
put him in the
kickers.
queue, dude. Put him in the queue. They have 4 starting caliber cornerbacks. They have Kyle Fuller. They have Ronald Darby. They have Patrick Surtain II, and they have Bryce Callahan. And then they've got Von Miller and Bradley Chubb coming off the edge, and Mike Purcell in the middle. They are.
We got
loaded.
Justin Jackson sniped. I'm kind of tilting that.
Oh no.
So our options here,
No?
we got kicker sniped. So Denver D's there. One of the Taysom is there. Benjamin, Kenneth Gainwell, Boston Scott are there. Quadre Ollison's there.
Dude, if Taysom Hill gets named the starter between now and week 1, his ADP is going to be like 5 rounds higher at least.
We should take Taysom. Everybody else sucks anyways at this point. We should take Taysom.
I don't agree. Why? We already drafted Taysom 3 rounds ago.
It just gives us more outs, and we can drop him easily.
He's not even going to get drafted. We can get him off waivers.
We're not going to get him off waivers. We're going to have to spend money. Dude, it's such a win if he's the starter, man. And then we can.
Whoa, man. Hey.
We got 8 seconds.
I mean,
all right. Sorry, Evan. We're drafting.
I mean, we just took a turn for the worse.
Go back to the board. I want to see who took the kickers.
What just happened? You just commandeered the draft.
Oh, we still have Justin Tucker. I don't think Justin Tucker is that big of a drop off.
Justin Tucker went round 14 to team 11. That's why you didn't see him, because he went so early.
Oh my god.
I mean, we've got Young Hoku. Isn't he pretty good?
He's a trick shot baller.
Kicker tiers. Oh, we've got Zwerline. Didn't he get hurt, but he's supposed to be ready for week 1 or something?
Yeah. Let's not draft. Let's not draft a kicker here. I mean,
all right. Well, there's the Broncos D just went.
I would do Prater maybe. Actually, no, we're not drafting a kicker here. Come on.
Why don't we take Gainwell?
We're not team. Stop trying to copy Team 11's bullying tactics here.
All right, pick a running back. Samaje Perine's there. What about Perine? He's
he's the dude if Mixon goes down, which he has been known to do.
So Perine versus Benjamin versus Gainwell versus Scott versus Sony Michel. Those are probably the guys. Or Jake Funk. Or like Jake Funk too.
I mean, what do you think about Jake Funk? We got this.
I don't know anything about Jake Funk, to be honest.
I just told you about him. He played 5 years at Maryland. He started as a linebacker. He finished his career with 150 touches.
I'll be honest, the guy playing 5 years and starting at linebacker is not the hard sell.
Jake Funk. Fuck it.
Adam, what do you think?
I think they could end up with Sony Michel.
I think the Patriots want to keep Sony Michel.
Yeah, maybe.
All right, you guys tell me which running back I'm drafting.
Jake Funk.
Adam, Jake Funk?
God.
Maybe Darrell Henderson's hurt and Jake Funk's the RB2? Huh?
God, it's just embarrassing.
You don't have to say. You can fight with Silva, but you got 20 seconds to do it.
This is just embarrassing.
I can't make my case in 20 seconds. I do think that if Miles Sanders went down, Boston Scott would have the most standalone value personally. But
all right,
Boston Scott. Paramount with Jalen Hurts.
Boston Scott.
Take him.
Boston Scott.
Yeah,
take them.
Imagine drafting Boston Scott over Kenneth Gainwell. I mean, you guys talk about the condom picks. Like, oh my god.
Yeah. Oh, you don't. Leone hates to draft the guy who's beating out the other guy. One guy's at number 2 in the depth chart, other guy's at number 4. Leone's like, oh, gotta take the guy at number 4.
Well, the guy at number 4 could, maybe score a 60-yard touchdown. So yeah,
Boston Scott is all right, man.
This doesn't matter because Leone's going to be spending hours a day grinding waivers for us. We're not going to have any of these guys on our team.
Exactly. Good point. We'll be. I'm not even gonna say it.
All right. It's just a straight running back show. Well, I guess we only got one more running back pick, so we can argue about running back picks for a round and a half, and then it's kicker defense.
Yeah. All right. I mean, unless there are some good, kicker defenses, right? I mean, there is a little bit of an edge there.
What about your local boy? What about your local boy Bass?
Yeah, Bass is good. Young Hoku is good.
Matt Prater with the fake sharp cliff. Matt Gay with the Rams. Come on now. He's a good pick.
Yeah, Prater is good. Prater's a good pick.
So is Matt Gay with the Rams. They're going to score points. And they kick in a dome.
I like Prater with the late bye week too. I'm not have to worry about. I like Prater.
Oh, now it's a 4-man draft.
All right, what about defense? Browns and Bills seem fine.
I just want someone who is going to be good in week 1. That's really all I care about.
Oh my God, we could just set it and forget it with the Browns, dude.
They play the Chiefs in week 1, Leone. Learn the schedule.
But you don't get like negatives.
Learn the
in
NFL
these.
schedule.
You don't get negatives in these leagues.
Okay, what, you just want to take a 0? You're fine just taking a 0? What do you mean?
All right, fine. Let's take the Bills then.
No. Are the Broncos gone?
Dude, most of the scoring comes from like sacks and picks and stuff anyways.
Do you think that Denver's not going to get sacks and picks?
Denver's long gone. We would have taken them at the last turn if they were there.
All right, fine. What about Seattle against Carson Wentz in week 1?
Why would we not just take the Bills or the Browns and just sacrifice a few points week 1?
You're going to start the Browns against the Chiefs in week 1, Leone?
Dude, let's rules.
This is your first time playing fantasy?
Oh my god. Let's get to the rules. Let's get to the scoring. Where's the scoring? Where is it? Scoring. Dude, literally
you're
after
no.
Mr. Silva, how many points does it matter after allowing 10?
You're a baseball guy.
Oh my god. After 10 points allowed, it doesn't matter. It's so random. You might as well just take the best defense and let shit work itself out. It's literally 0 points after 10 points allowed, no matter what you do anyways.
Okay, do you think that Patrick Mahomes throws a lot of interceptions and fumbles
He throws the ball a lot. He drops back a lot. The more times you drop back, the more odds that things happen.
That's what the spreadsheets say. But what happens in reality? Do you think Patrick Mahomes is like a turnover machine? Leone, you're a hockey guy, right?
No, not at all. Not whatsoever.
It's so irrelevant, all this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's irrelevant. Let's just take the best defense and then don't make me have to grind waivers because you want to take Seattle for 1 week as they scored like 2 points instead of the Browns scoring 1.
Leone, if you don't want to do it, we'll
you know
hire
how many fantasy games are decided by 1 point, Leone?
Not a lot.
A lot, dude.
Yo, you know who we could take? Honestly.
I guess Evan's games are decided by 1 point because his teams aren't good enough to win by 1.
We could take.
All right, you got me there.
Honestly, we could take Tony Jones and hope that this stuff is true, and he's actually the complement to Alvin Kamara.
Tony Jones versus Jake Funk for the last
Tony
pick.
Jones. The thing is that he's not good though. He wasn't even good in college.
Was Jake Funk good in college?
Hands of stone. You remember who was that Giants running back? Andre Williams.
Oh yeah. No. Andre.
Off his hands every time they threw it.
Brandon Jacobs was pretty bad. No, maybe he was
better than Andre Williams.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys, what running back do you want?
Jake Funk, right? Right, guys.
I legitimately have 0 takes at this point. Sony Michel, Jake Funk, Tony Jones, I think P. Ryan's probably the best.
Yeah.
Benjamin's like
No, Jake Funk with the Darrell Henderson injury, if it's something, then all of a sudden Jake Funk does matter. And these other guys, like they're not in that same position. Even P. Ryan, who I really do like him. He, if Mixon goes down, he's sharing with Chris Evans. Chris Evans is being the passing down back.
What if Tony Jones just has the Latavius role and they cut Latavius?
What if Darrell Henderson's hurt and Jake Funk's the starting running back?
Bang bang.
That would shock me, but yeah, that's fine.
You also said it would shock you if Latavius was cut.
That would shock me too.
Well, I mean, Underhill kind of said the same thing. So,
but there's also this Michelle. Like, what if he gets traded? What if he's ahead of Damian Harris?
Yeah, I don't think he'll be ahead of Damian Harris, but I do think Michelle could be traded.
We could also just take a better kicker defense and just wait till round 20 on the running back.
Clearly.
So who do you guys want to take?
You just want to take the Bills defense because you're a Bills fan.
All right, well, let's take Jake Funk. I mean, I'm fine with Jake Funk. I can get funky with that.
Who did the Bills play week 1? Oh, Pittsburgh?
Yeah.
They'll actually be a good play against Pittsburgh, won't they?
Definitely.
You want me to take the Bills defense?
Just to make you happy, just to make you happy.
Adam, you good with the Bills defense?
Yeah, I mean, their schedule's not great. Roethlisberger, Tua, Ryan Fitzpatrick, then Texans.
Whoa,
Then
whoa, whoa. That's a good schedule.
That's good. That's great.
Good
That's what
one.
we want.
Adam just loves Fitzpatrick because he's a Washington football team fan.
Oh, I've loved Ryan Fitzpatrick for like 8 years.
Well, I mean, who hasn't loved Ryan Fitzpatrick? Including the all the defensive backs who have been throwing balls by him.
All right. I think we should. I mean, I think the kicker doesn't really matter. That we missed the great best kickers. There's Wehrlein, like, assuming he's able to kick week 1 is pretty good. But
it's zero line.
You pronounce your kicker names how you want to. I'll pronounce them how I want to.
No, 2 + 2 does not equal 5. All right, Leone?
Yeah, I mean,
it's zero line.
Zierlein is expected to kick week 1.
I mean, we have him as a tier 1 kicker. But we could also – do you want to just take Jake Funk
It's
Tony
it's Zierlein's back for what it's worth.
That's not good.
I think
we're not
Zierlein
taking
just – Zierlein
Excellent.
went. Anyways. All right, I think we're going – it's either you want to take Prater and just punt the running back decision down the line.
Yeah.
Or
no, Prater's good. Fake sharp. Cliff Kingsbury loves to kick.
I'm good with Prater. He's got a big leg, too.
He's always been good. He kicks in the dome, and he checks every box, guys.
Henderson injury not considered serious per Rappaport.
Yeah.
That's what
All right.
Rappaport says.
Let's take Prater.
Injury.
Let's take Prater. Because Tony Jones and Jake Funk are likely going to, one of those guys is coming back. And then we got P. Ryan still there. Benjamin's still there.
Let's see.
Kylan Hill's still there.
Let's see the board, Leone.
Oh, sorry. I keep forgetting.
Yeah, our team is stacked.
Yeah.
As long as Leone doesn't fuck up the waivers, we're gonna win $500K.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah, $500K starting RB2s that catch 5 passes for 50 yards.
Listen, Leone. We set the table. Now you have to. All you have to do is, do the dishes. Okay. I mean, it should be real easy. Just bring us home.
How is that doing the dishes? Isn't it more like steering the ship or something? Like you guys got the ship going, I'm just steering it. Doing the dishes. Well, doing the dishes sounds like not fun. So does the waiver. So I guess
pay someone to do your dishes. Let me guess.
No. That's absurd. Also, the cleaning lady's coming tomorrow.
Confirmation from Adam Schefter that Darrell Henderson's thumb is mild sprain, expected to be ready for week 1.
Okay.
Is this real? Troutman got carted off?
Did he?
Whoa.
Who's that guy? Juwan Jones?
Johnson.
Juwan Johnson?
Oh, man. We don't pick for a while, do we? Yes. That dynamic may have happened. No, but seriously, Juwan Johnson, I mean, converted wideout. Underhill's been talking him up. Looked like he was headed for the Jared Cook role before Troutman was carted off. So he becomes very interesting. What do we have? We only have 2 tight ends, right?
Yeah. I mean, we could take Juwan Johnson. Our running backs suck, but...
Well, I mean, well, first of all, they don't suck. We have fucking Dalvin Cook. Our RB2 slot sucks.
RB2, and it's fine. Like we've got guys who can start.
Yeah,
I just
I
wish
don't
we had
care.
more stashed upside, but I mean, it's not there anyways. Whether we take Juwan Johnson or not, it's not there right now. So,
Right.
I'm trying to find out if this thing is real.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
Silva, text Underhill. Can't you? Troutman went out with apparent left ankle foot injury. Tony Jones got the first carry of the game, but Deontay Harris also started at receiver, so I don't know.
Wait, what is it? Say it again. What? Deontay Harris is going to get suspended, by the way, for a long time. But what were you saying?
I'm just reading Underhill's tweets.
Okay.
I'm saying Tony Jones got the first carry of the game, but like also for context, Deontay Harris started, so I don't know like how much stock we're putting into that.
Yeah, I think it was that Peyton actually said it, but I'll look into it.
Oh, he actually said. Oh, okay. I miss. Broadcasting is the number 2. They're just motivating Latavius. It's fine.
Callaway just got another touchdown. Team 11 knew it.
I've been dogging Callaway so much too.
I know you have. Because you love Michael Thomas. Let's definitely draft the heck out of the guy, who hasn't been healthy in 2 years.
Oh my! I'm not drafting the heck out of him. I'm just not taking Marcus
dude,
Callaway is going to get you like 10
in the second
points a
round.
game.
That means you got him on every team.
Get out of here. Marquez Callaway is not going to move the needle.
He's moving the needle tonight, ain't he?
Yeah, in preseason.
Do you like Juwan Johnson more than Big Dick Parham?
I would say yeah. Just on this situation. Before, obviously, no.
Yeah. I mean, Nick Vannett is still on the Saints for what it's worth, but
I don't know. We could also just take Sony Michel.
Card it off is bad. Card it off tends to be bad. Where are we at in terms of the draft?
We've got 4 more picks until us.
Okay. All right.
And
so what's our queue? You don't even have Juwan Johnson
Sony
in the queue?
Michel.
Can you put Juwan Johnson in the queue?
Yeah.
Can you put Parham in the queue?
Oh, my God. Yeah, I can.
Thank you.
Chat's demanding Adam call for Parham.
yeah, I mean, Jared Cook is 34 years old. Trey McKitty is a blocker. Donald Parham is 6'8" with a 6'9" dick. I mean, how do you pass
Hang
on
on, what?
Donald Parham?
You can't just slip that in there without any warning. No, Ryan Phillips. I don't think that Chris Conley is a starter. I think it might be Nico Collins. And then Kiki Kute in the slot. Although it could be Conley in the slot. He's played slot before.
Yeah, but it's like, yeah, I mean.
Yeah, but we don't want any part of that. I mean, I'll take Cooks at some point, but I don't want any part of that offense. Like, they're not going to score touchdowns,
Or if I do, like, give me the rookie over a guy who's bounced around the league.
Yeah.
I mean, you're especially like we've got 8 good receivers. We need pure ceiling if we're taking a receiver or flex. And Parham might have it. I'm kind of torn. I don't know. Whatever you guys want to do. This Tony Jones thing, or Eno or Kyle. Like, I kind of think maybe
I think it's between Parham and Juwan Johnson.
Okay.
And the Troutman thing pushes us in the direction.
Oh, we're on the clock. We got 30 seconds.
Of Juwan Johnson. I mean, that's just kind of how this stuff kind of goes. When shit's breaking during the draft, you got to try to capitalize on it because it can prove a big edge.
That's true. I will say Parham going undrafted in a tight end premium league is absolutely insulting.
Ridiculous. Well, I mean, because one guy took like 4 defenses.
Guys, I got 10 seconds. You got to tell me who to take.
Yeah, take Juwan Johnson.
Juwan Johnson. The masterpiece is complete. It sounds like our Taysom bet isn't going so well.
No.
Sounds like Jameis is lighting things up.
Yeah, and also I would say Tony Jones probably should be drafted too if this Latavius stuff is true.
Sorry, I was watching Jameis highlights. I didn't hear you.
Tony Jones should be drafted if the Latavius stuff is true.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Hope you guys enjoyed this live stream of a FFPC Main $1,900 buy-in main event. We'll be sure to update you on this draft and how our team is doing, but only if it's doing well. If it doesn't go well, you'll never hear about this draft ever again. No, it'll be available on YouTube forever. We'll check in, let you guys know how the team did from time to time. If you have not yet, be sure to check out our draft kit. It is just $34.99. If you're looking for something for free, you can press subscribe here on YouTube, and especially in the off season, we'll have plenty of videos. During in season, most of our content is indeed for subscribers only. This was fun, boys, and it only took an hour and 45 minutes. Not bad whatsoever. Great lineup of podcasts this week. I'll be joined by Evan. Me and Leone and Chris Eibel actually did an auction pod today. That'll be up later tonight, tomorrow morning. Evan and I are talking preseason usage, top 150. Tomorrow, Schefter was on earlier. Evan and I also have our round-by-round favorite targets later this week as well. Big thanks, everybody, for joining. Be sure to subscribe on YouTube. For Evan, for Leone, for producer Leone, I am Adam. Good luck, everybody.